now, we continue to cover the controversy surrounding Kyrie Irving's post about a book and a movie that quotes Adolf Hitler multiple times and denies the Holocaust existed, among other anti-Semitic falsehoods. And during the Nets game in Brooklyn against the Pacers on Monday night, several fans sat courtside near the Pacers bench wearing "Fight Anti-Semitism" shirts. One Nets season ticket holder wearing the shirt told our Nick Friedell that he believes Irving should be suspended and, quote, "We felt the Nets did not condemn an anti-Semite in their ranks, and we wanted to show love. We're still Nets fans, and we love the team, but they should reprimand Kyrie Irving because he's full of hate. We're full of love. Hopefully, he'll come around to the other side." That's a quote from the fan that spoke to Nick Friedell. Let's bring in Nick Friedell now, along with our senior writer, Zach Lowe, because Kyrie Irving, he didn't speak to reporters last night. Zach, what exactly happens now?
I think the world waits to hear what he says next, because Nick was the reporter who questioned Kyrie the other night. And I think at that point, most of the assembled media had not seen the movie or seen the clips from the movie. And now they and we all have. And I think the next question that will come out is, okay, here's what's in the movie. Do you actually believe this? And what he says next, if he's even made available to the media, remember, he could just keep skipping media and get fined for it. I think what he answers to that question is, Nick will tell you, I don't even know what directions it could go in. If he doesn't disavow all the stuff that you just said, Malika, that's in that movie, if he doesn't explicitly disavow it, this just becomes an ongoing issue with no end in sight that could explode in any number of directions.
Nick, what are you watching in this situation with Kyrie?
I'm waiting to see how he responds to what happened the other night, Malika. And that's what the league office is waiting for. That's what the Nets are waiting for. But as Zach pointed out, we have no idea when Kyrie is going to speak publicly again. And there is a strong feeling, as we sit here right now, around 3:30 Eastern, that he's not going to speak tonight post-game after this Bulls game. So it's anyone's guess what happens moving forward. But with all the other drama now unfolding around the Nets, I'd be surprised, frankly, if we heard from Kyrie at any point in the very near future. The problem that he didn't understand in the beginning and hasn't understood at all since then is just how many people he upset. Because this has become much, much deeper than a Nets issue or even an NBA issue. And that's what he's going to have to answer for whenever he decides to do so.
Anti-Semitism and hate crimes in the United States, of course, continue to be on the rise. Nick, news broke just before our show that Steve Nash is out as head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. You're around this team all the time. What sense are you getting that this group can move on and have a successful season just under a different head coach here?
Malika, I don't care what coach is brought in to coach this group, it's not going to work. This team was built to win a championship. It's not going to happen. They don't play defense at a high enough level. We can talk about Kyrie all day. He's been solid when he's been on the floor. So is Kevin Durant. But Malika, Ben Simmons has not been very good since he's been in Brooklyn. And I can't tell you how many times since I got here in January, the looks on people's faces in that organization when they're going into work, after they're seeing the latest Kyrie controversy, everybody's just worn out. And it's the same group, essentially, of players that has been there the last couple seasons. I mean, Steve Nash has got to feel relieved that he's no longer there. I walked out of Barclays with him last night, Malika. He had his daughter in his arms, and he and I just looked at each other and we kind of chuckled at the absurdity, not just of the last couple days, but in the last year. It's never just about basketball. And that's the issue that any coach is going to have when they come in to be at the head of the snake for the Nets, because this team has drama consuming them, and they can't seem to get away from that with the same core group of players that they've had in place the last few seasons.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.